Alright, look at that. So, that case is freaking huge. I'm done with it. I don't know why I bought it. I paid $20 for it. And now I want to get rid of it. So, I need to get everything into this one. So what we're going to do, this is a case I ain't crazy about, but first of all, the Air 540 is flimsy, just like this one. Thin crap. They just don't make computer cases good on all of them. Some of them are good, some of them aren't. What I do like about this one though is it does have this nice window and you can see through it, and it just looks pretty good. But it's twice as much computer as you need. You don't need all this space. The power supply could be right here. You can cut the thing right in half. So that's pretty much why I'm just done with it, because it's just stupid. I may just throw it in the trash just to keep the screws out of it and maybe the fans or something, but I can always use these. I'm not going to get my $20 back out of it. So, $17. $17.49. So, it's really flimsy. There's a lot of things I don't like about it. Too much plastic. This is all plastic. It's not like a Cooler Master 940. Those half cases, they are just bulletproof. This thing here, don't drop it. You'll be sorry. I don't know what that is. Oh, I 3D printed a bunch of power buttons for it. I forgot about that. Somebody was asking me about the caddy for this, and I honestly don't know, man. I really don't. Okay, so I'm gonna get all this out of here, and do you have a screw gun out here? I guess I do. If I find a bit. I usually just prefer to take them out if I can. Yeah. These are finger loose. I know. That is strange. Okay. I don't know what these are out of. They don't match. Okay. So I'm going to go find a tray. Good old Harbor Fart. Okay. Let's see. I don't know how this is mounted in here. We're gonna need to undo everything. Yeah, it's a nice case, but it ain't for me, man. It's freaking ridiculous. And I may just pull the damn fans out of it and throw this case away. I don't know. Where did I put that damn screwdriver? Okay, we're gonna make pretty quick work of this. So the front fans are like, they're not RGB, but they light up. So the case is distorted too, because our card didn't want to fit in there. This is a NVIDIA 1060. We're gonna put it right here. It goes. All right, let's make sure all the rest of this stuff out of here. And should be able to pull this thing apart pretty quickly. Right. This doesn't even have, I remember, I ran out of screws. Doesn't have all the screws. The hard drive is not sitting in the caddy properly. Okay. I've got to look these up for somebody that sent a message about one of the other videos because I had to try a bunch of them and I just don't remember what file it was. Anyway. Okay. The Arch Linux on this one. And these are nice because they just plug right into the computer. I like that. I don't like having to run sloppy connectors all over the place. So this is the original, and the one I printed looks pretty close. But anyway, I think there was another piece that could go in here too that they had. Let's see if we get any more screws. Maybe we're about ready to come out here. Yeah, we're ready to come out. We just got these SATAs. So I mean, it is nice because it's such a big case, you know, that ends up being kind of easy. Okay. So here is the Tough Fortifier. This is the Sabertooth board. The thermal armor. It is somehow gotten wrinkled here. It's just like the plastic on top. It has these little vents that you can do different things with. Anyway, can't remember how much RAM's in here. Probably not a lot. $16. Well, 16 is probably a pretty good number. This is a nice thing here, and you see, you don't really need to take up a whole lot of room for that. So, I've done this so many times with so many different other computers. It's just like to the point where it's stupid now. So anyway, I don't know if some of these pins were missing. They might be missing out of that one. I may have removed pins. As I recall, they're not correct. And so they were tilted this way. Yeah, I bought this case and I was like, man, the pins are gone. So I think they're gone out of that one. I can't be 100% sure about that though. But let's get this power supply out of here. Don't have to worry about that. There's a little thing here. We probably have some wires tied up, so yeah, I tried to tidy it up. It was a mess. At least the fans are SATA controlled, you know. So this was like, there's another little box right here for the drives. But I mean, it's a cool case, but it is just, it's way too much, man. They didn't need to do all that. They don't give you a lot of extra stuff for what you get, so it's kind of dinged up. But the thing I don't like about this case, it's missing screws, okay? And like, I forget what it is, right here. There was no screws here. And this will just slide right off, and you can slide that right off. So, I don't know, if I give it to somebody else or sell it or whatever, you know, I don't know, maybe Jesse will want it, I don't know, but the thing is, it's still missing screws. It's missing that one, and then if you undo that, there's probably some other screws that's missing. But I had to replace the power button on it. So, works good now. It's just huge, and it's just too much plastic. It's like, this part here was like bowed in because somebody set stuff on top of it, and it doesn't even have any fans up there. We just have these ones here, and there's a little screen and everything, which is pretty cool, but like, I don't know. I may just end up pilfering these damn fans out of this thing and put them in that case because I think that they'll fit. You know, because this thing's just destined to become e-waste anyways. You know, it's so flimsy, I could fold it up, I could step on this thing and flatten it out like that and put it in my garbage. Sad, but you just see like the thinness of this metal, you know, it's like, shouldn't be able to do that. Why are you using metal that thin? Step it up a little bit. So, all right. Now we've done that. Let's get our other case that I don't really care for out, and yeah, this other case is it's flimsy, but and also you can't put fans on it, I don't think, because these boards are too big. I got this weird screw to hold this thing shut because I was just gonna give this case away. I want to open. I was just gonna give it away. No, it doesn't slide. Because I like a case that has like a full view of everything, but we need room, and I don't really want this computer just sitting there like, you know, hanging out into nothing. So we go ahead and where's the rest of this? We'll go ahead and put everything in here. Okay, this case doesn't require any standoffs because the way that they do it is they press the metal. All right, can you see? They press the metal. So, I bought this case at Goodwill years ago. Like, I mean, like, probably 2017 or 18. So we should get that in there, and then really nice. Get this foamy stuff on the back. Make sure we got this going in here the right way. We're going to. I put a little piece in here. Let me get this out of here. I literally was going to put this out on the street. I actually think I did put it out on the street. Nobody grabbed it. We had to get that. Here's an end piece that's out of a bicycle. And it just doesn't want to go through. It's part of a You wouldn't believe it if I told you. Part of the shifter cable. Alright. We're just going to leave that part off. I put a staple in here to hold that. I hate these kind of connectors. I may just snip this off of here just because it looks ugly. I don't know. There's no front fan. And we need to get a paper towel and clean this up because it actually was outside for a while. And it got splattered with rain and dust. So there's a little bit in here. It's kind of hard to see, but a whole hell of a lot easier to address it right now than it will be later. This is just really, really, really thin, guys. Like, this is why I don't like these kind of cases. They're super thin. I mean, it does make them lighter, but I mean, you know, you don't really want to drop the damn thing. Okay. And all these bays, they suck. I don't know what kind of caddies they wanted for these. Maybe they do hold regular. I don't think they do, though. Oh no, they do. Okay. I actually prefer that, where you slide the drive in. I mean, look at how many drives you can put in here. You couldn't fit that many drives in the other computer. There's no way. You could fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drives. You could fit about 8 drives in here. 9, 10, 11 if you really wanted to. Especially if you don't have any opticals. So, pretty crazy. Okay, let's get this part in here. I'm wondering if there's some other screws missing. I'm trying to remember if I removed stuff. I think I'm thinking of the server case. I got rid of one of my server cases, and I basically just took everything off of that case because I was like, I need this stuff. So what if I'm putting it out on the street for free? I need the parts. So you got to really push on these and make sure they're in all the way. I mean, because sometimes they're just not quite in there. Alright, motherboard time. And the way this is set up, either the pins line up or they don't, you know, the way they did it. There is no clearance for any big fans on here. And also you can't come up around the back with your power cord, so you got to go across the top. So that's another kind of downfall of this one, but it is what it is. I would actually probably have better luck using a mini PC case, I think. Dude, I tell you, I don't know what is out here, but there is something that's chewing me up. They're no-see-ums. What they call them, no-see-ums. And I'm about 100% sure that I'm getting bit by these things. That doesn't feel right. That might... I might have just screwed that thing up. You know, look carefully at these threads. Those are all the same. I had a computer that had fine threads. I guess that was a little more common a while back. Oh, this thing wasn't even on there correctly. You want to make sure too we don't have any little tabs going inside the HDMI or the display port. I've had that happen before. I bought a computer and the little metal thing on the back was actually in the HDMI port. I was like, oh, that's nice. Okay. Alright, let me get the other corner. We have a limited amount of screws available, so, and let me tell you, this thing is a pain. I need to get my special screwdriver. I know, Snap-on screwdriver is not special enough. I need my special screwdriver. I'm hoping it's in here. I don't think it is. It's just like a really long Phillips head screwdriver. I think this one, I have one longer than that, but what in the hell happened to this thing? I never noticed that. There's a chunk out of it. Somebody touched it to something electrical. I don't think it was me. Okay, that one, and we'll have to, I need to go on Amazon and order some of these screws or something. I don't know. 4 screws would be good enough for now. Oh, that doesn't fit. So, a couple of these screws have too big of a head to fit down into that. There's 3 of these. There's 4 of these. Those will be fine for my power supply to go in. The screwdriver is not like highly magnetic. I always want, no matter what, I always want a screw back here. There's just too much going on with this board, and also here. So I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do for a screw. I thought that I had some other ones laying around. Maybe I do. It appears I have a couple. They might not all be the right size, so that's another concern. You can never have enough screws. Now, I don't like this one because it's got a serrated face on it. I don't want to use that. So, let's see. That one will fit in here without any problems. Okay. We have one here, one there, one there, one there, one there, and one there. So we need 1 and 2. I'm going to go ahead and just do whatever it takes to get the rest of this done. That doesn't feel right. I wonder if this threaded wrong. No, I'm just at a funny angle over there. Okay. Alright, so we actually got a screw in every spot now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And they don't have one here, they have a locating pin. which is stupid. There really should be a screw there, but they don't have one. That's how they chose to do it. And then we take our connector here, which has got an extension that's labeled, which really, really makes our life a lot easier. Okay, so now I can go here and I can read these and set them up. The power lid, that one. There's also a speaker connection, and somewhere I do have little speakers that will fit on here. And the reset switches, they usually need to be grounded a certain way because they have a light on them sometimes. Power switch, same thing with that. But see how easy that is when they supply you a little block? I mean, that's just the coolest thing ever. Because otherwise you're trying to read that board and see what the hell it says. These don't stay on good, some of them. Okay. Trying to look at this thing and see. Alright. So just like that, we're up and running on that. When you get this USB, and then we got the audio over here. There's a TPM plug too. Even fancy stuff, guys. Okay, corner here. All right, let's get the audio one. I'm having trouble seeing because I am blocking the light. And get that there. And now we can go ahead and put our video card in. We gotta remove this piece back here. There's a little cover thing, which means we're going to be short some screws on that. We'll have to find out where the hell we're going to get those from. Okay. This case is so flimsy. So let me see here. So we may need to change this screw later on. I don't remember how the hell this. There was like a way that they have a screw here that you could possibly run through, and a screw there you could possibly run through. I'd like to have some covers for the back, but who cares? Just more air circulation, I guess. Alright. So I had the matching screws for the power supply, but they're gone now, but that's okay. So we've got a fan header over here to deal with, and if I clock this fan over there, we can move this out of our direction, because I don't want this wire going across there. So Come on. These screws are not playing nicely. Good Lord. That thing didn't want to come out. The hell? It still doesn't want to come out. Is it stuck in something? Okay. The King Wind fan. Okay. 3-pin fan. Cool. I don't know what that means. PWM, I guess. It says assisted fan. Assist fan. There's another one. A really weird looking one. Yeah. Okay, so by doing that we can get this kind of up over there. I don't know, do we want it down there? Or do we want it up that way? I'm gonna say probably I'm gonna shove it in the corner right there. And then scratch the case on the floor, of course, right? Why not, right? Try and put the screws back in the same holes so they won't give me nearly as much trouble about going back together. It's only got 2 screws on the fan. That was how I got it. Okay, so we basically got everything hooked up except for the power supply and the hard drives. So if we can squeeze some small fans in here, I may want to do that at some point. Let's see here. Oh yeah, we got to come up with SATA cables too, because the other case has its own SATA cables. Okay, Windows 10 Enterprise. We'll put that one there. Arch Linux. Put that one there. Does that one go in differently? Let's remove that one. So this top is HD, FDD. There's something else behind it though. Oh, it's the stereo stuff. And then we need to come up with a CD drive. I have one laying around. And then the appropriate screws for that. I think it's probably one right here. It's a LightScribe HP, kind of old. It's a bummer we can't do the LightScribe stuff anymore. DVD multi, LightScribe, pretty old. Oh no, I thought it said 01. August 2008. So it could be somewhere around whatever this thing was. But this uses different screws, and I don't know if I have any. So give me a second. Alright, I guess I found a screw. About one? Yeah, I found one. Okay. Let's go ahead and see. Alright. So we're just going to put one screw in it for now. I need the damn screwdriver. I'm not really sure what I did with it. This one's not very magnetic. Okay, we got one screw there. So now we got that. I was looking at this card here. I guess this is an old PCI, not Express. I'm like, it's a, what do they call it, air card. Can't put it in there. I don't think you can get those to work anymore anyway. But what I'll probably try and do is put it in one of my old Dell computers. So we got that. And then we got a couple of different options on screws. I have tracked down two black screws, they're case screws for sure. We got three other screws that are not case screws. So I would like to have the black screws. We've got another little bunch of crap here. I don't know if any of these will fit in here. But I was kind of curious. They might. They don't really look all that great. Now let's try this other one here. Maybe one of these fit better. Oh yeah, this has a notch on it, and the other guy doesn't have a notch. So there's no notch right there. I'm not really sure what those are out of. I'm not going to worry about it. They got this one over here. It's like, it's weird. This one here is meant to be removed. It doesn't line up with anything. You can see it punches out, and you can actually, you actually, look at that. Here's one right here. So I guess at one point in time, the computer probably came with a few of these. Oh, I see what they did. Weird. They want it to go through like this and then lean on the back of the case. Basically, only their little things will fit this one. How nice of them. Okay, so we've got this and that. We need to get our power supply in here. And let's see, which way do we want the fan? We probably want the fan on the bottom. So it's going to suck air from the bottom and blow it out the back of the power supply. You can flip it up and let it suck air and blow it out here. It won't really matter either way. I don't know. I don't really have a preference because, see, if there's hot air and you have this fan drawing air out of the computer, you know. Otherwise, what happens is this thing is just sitting there. But of course, if you put it this way, it reads normal. You put it this way, it reads normal. But the switch on the back doesn't, and neither does any of this when you look inside of the computer. So it's kind of nicer just to have it like that. So, and I would prefer to use black screws for this, so for now we're just going to put two of them in there, and I know that there's some more somewhere else, so should be, no, that's not right, okay. I really like need my flashlight in here. There we go. This is kind of, it's hard for me to see. There's not a lot of light back here. Okay. This has got multiple places to mount screws, which makes it extra confusing. But at least they gave you options. Let's see. I'm probably gonna want to flip this at this point, and that looks kind of nasty. This case is just too freaking flimsy, guys. These cyber power cases, I don't know who makes them. I think maybe Thermaltake or something. Okay. We'll go put the other 2 screws in here for now. If you really wanted, you could go even further and add even more. I'm going to need some screws for the case as well. Alright. So we got that taken care of. I don't know, can you guys even see what I'm doing? Probably not. I didn't even think about it. Like, oh geez. Alright. We're going to have to speed it up, but it's going to take me about an hour, probably, somewhere around that, to do all this. So, these no CM bugs are gnarly today. Okay, this is going to our video card. And then this here, we don't have a choice. Oh, this here we do. The other one we don't. Okay. Run this out the back, and we'll come out through here. Just make it look nice. Let's see. As far as possible, I get that plugged in, and so this is going to be the one that's got to come up here. I just really wish I could come up through the back here, but there's just no way. The board's like right to here. So you just made the case just a little bit taller. So we don't have a choice on that one. So I think we're done probably routing wires from the back. I don't really think it makes any sense to really route the SATAs anywhere else. If we flip the drives around, we can. And then the drives would have to be in the other way. And then you need to kind of like come into there. I don't really like doing that. But it would look better. But anyway, let's get this rest of the way. So, man, this is gonna look tacky as hell. That's all I can say. CPU. It's gonna be like hard to get it in there too. These things always want to separate and play funny little games. And when you have no room like this, it's just like even worse. I got my fan wire in the way too. Okay. Get that out of the way. There we go. Plug right in. I just had to move the fan wire. Let's get the fan wire back in. Okay. Tuck that up in there. And then we can actually Let me unplug this from here. So we can actually sneak this one through here because it's so long. Okay, cool. So, yeah, we can sneak this one through here because it's super long. And, let's see. Okay. So that actually looks pretty clean because it's out of the way. And I don't think we have any other fans to hook up. So now we just need to deal with some SATAs. That is out of a server, maybe. It'll go into the drive like that, but then you need power. I think these three here will be perfectly fine. So I'm gonna go yellow. Which way are these facing? We got angled ones over there. Okay, the angled ones are gonna need to be in a different spot. Alright. I can't go angled on the motherboard because it's coming in like that. So what I want to do is, if I so label these, I would know which one was what, but let's go. I don't know. These are too close. I don't like these like that. Alright. And which one is this? Okay, Arch is the red one. So I don't think it'll matter. Oh, I can't see in this thing. Alright. Those taken care of. Alright. So, GPU. And pick your poison, I guess, right? There's not a lot you can do with this. You get a pigtail or something and wrap it up. Okay. And then we have our 4-pin. Hopefully they all fit the right direction. Again, I can't see. So it looks like it's good. Okay, we got down there. Hope these are the same. Sure do. Okay. And then we got one left, guys. That's why I like having these extras, because this power supply's got 2 more spots. It's also got eco mode. This is an 80 plus gold Supernova 550 EVGA. It seems to be a fairly decent power supply from what people say. So we got that. All right. So now, I guess we just need to get the cover on the side here. Now, I originally bought this computer because it had a Windows 10 sticker on it, and I thought, well, I could probably activate it. I didn't know it was OEM. So it was I thought this was an aftermarket PC. I didn't know CyberPower, what it was back then. I didn't know. I'm like, oh, this looks like an aftermarket computer. Okay. Let's get some of these regular case screws on the side here. Alright. We got that. And then I want to get that other piece, I think. This piece, because I don't want to lose it. I don't have any reason to plug any other cards in here that I can think of. Unless it was like maybe another USB 3.0 card. Okay, so we got that. These look like they're a little too big. I don't know. Let's see what I have here. I got some fan screws, so we may dress it up a bit with some fans. I think I'm pretty much... Oh, there was another screw right there that would have worked. Some of these are serrated face screws, I noticed. This is a little container I 3D printed that was supposed to be for a printer, but didn't end up fitting in the drawer. Okay. So, we got 52 minutes on the clock, and we're basically ready to fire it up. Alright, we got enough time and room to go ahead and put the cover on it. So, I don't like this cover because it doesn't let you see everything, but whatever. Yeah, this is just like, lean it over, it locks on right here. If it's bent, oh well. You're gonna, it'll bow out there and there. So we got some case screws here. Why not use them? You know? Yeah, it looks bent right here. I don't know. Maybe it took a hit. Maybe I accidentally kicked it. Who knows? I like to have the twist off ones though on it. But so anyway, that's what it looks like. Oh, I forgot, you got this whole thing right here. So you can actually put a fan on the side of it. So I think that's kind of what they were aiming towards. But let's get it over here. I swapped out the other computer already. And we're just going to come over here and drop the computer. And yeah. So we got, this thing's got like 3 display ports. It's crazy. It looks like 3 anyway. Yeah, only 1 HDMI on this. Let's see, we got we need USB. I don't know what that one is. It's also got 2 Ethernet ports on it. Is that going to fit in between there? those other USBs on this particular computer are set up differently. So I don't know what they're actually supposed to be. SSD ports or something. I don't really think we need to hook up the webcams or anything like that. We got the speakers. Okay, so I think HDMI, power, speakers, Ethernet, mouse, keyboard, and then we have an extra USB-C that's plugged in to connect like a phone or something like that. And that's this one right here. I hate white silicone cables because they show all signs of dirt and grime. We've got a couple of cords over here. I need to get, this is a USB capture card. We don't need that out here. We might use that. And I think we're about ready. Let's see here. Well, so I can get this thing. I don't edit my videos. I basically do everything like a dialogue, a diary log. Okay. All right. Well, we can't even see the damn thing now. That's a bummer. Okay, there we go. All right. So it should be ready to go. So we did everything right. Didn't wire anything wrong. You should boot. I don't know what it'll boot into. This keyboard drives me nuts because it never ever lights up, man. And you always have to do a bunch of weird stuff to get it to light up. It's a Logitech keyboard, a gaming keyboard. It's not like mechanical or anything like that. Okay, so apparently we're booting into Arch. Okay, that's just what it decided it wants to boot into. And that's fine. $16 GB of RAM. What is it? I need to pull the sticker off of this thing. It's an I7-4790. And that's 4 gigahertz, but it's older. So we're talking 4th generation. And these are spinning hard drives, by the way. So don't expect a lot out of a spinning hard drive with an older computer like this. You need an SSD. It's going to make all the difference in the world. So, I think I have one set aside for this. So, man, I don't even remember the password. I'm trying. Oh, God damn. I don't know what the password is. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to guess. But anyway, I don't remember what it is. Oh, it locked the account too. It says 10 minutes left till, but I can't get into it because I don't remember the password. And I know what I did. I made a short password for testing purposes, okay? And for some reason I don't remember what it is. I'm drawing a blank. Oh, I'm tired. Okay, so let's just go ahead and would it be probably delete key? It's amazing how quiet it is in here without the air conditioner on. Oh, come on, man. What are we doing? Now, this computer, I don't know if maybe it's just this particular motherboard. It, like, sometimes, I swear, it's just so freaking slow. I don't know what's going on there. Let me shut this thing completely off. I'm trying to think of what the hell the damn password was. I mean, I can't even, I'm drawing a blank. Alright. I want, yeah. Let's go to the boot menu. Where the hell is it? Okay. I'm probably just going to have to redo Arch. I don't know. I can't think of what the password is. It doesn't really matter. I can install Arch in like 20 minutes, but I don't remember what's actually on there. I think it's all set up for Steam and everything like that, so it is. So I definitely would like to get back into that, but if I can't, oh well. Good Lord, this thing is ridiculously slow. But anyway, I mean, this computer was in that gigantic case before. You know, that case would come out to here. I mean, it was just nuts how big that thing was. I mean, this isn't the best case in the world, but looks like I scratched it up over here. Who cares? So, yeah, Windows is not wanting to start. We just have to sit here and wait. And, you know, some things have probably been plugged in different SATA ports, so that could be another possibility. Yeah, I wanted to do a disk check on how it updates. I should have plugged this in with no internet. Exactly where I left it last time I used it. It doesn't have me showing the thing. I think this is in Ireland. I'd have to ask Mike. It might be Scotland. There was a thing here last time. Anyway, it was like, oh, you know, which you interested in this particular desktop? It did an update, so it just took forever. This thing has Steam on it and all that, so I don't know if it'll load like no problem or what it will do. Oh, my keyboard came on. Cool. My keyboard's green. I have the Logitech G Hub on here too. But this thing badly needs to be updated with a SSD. I mean, even if it's just a little small one, you know. Because you can save your stuff on the other drives. Boy, it does not. Did I click on it enough times? I suspect this thing is pretty busy doing something. Boy, it is. I can hear the hard drive. It is struggling and downloading a ton of updates, guys. That's always the damn problem. It's trying to do a million different things. So, anyway, so we did it. We evicted the big case, and we're back to this one. And this is just a computer I play around with. So, as you can tell, I can't remember the password to my Arch. So, anyway, thank you so much for watching. And this is kind of what I do on here, you know. Just go at it and make a video and, you know, kind of document it as I go along.